Whoa. Happy Wednesday. Look at the hair. Rocking it. Speaking of rocking it, look at that. Woo! Hey now. Aw, that was a great turn.
Thanks, babe.
Welcome, everyone, to Pickleball Party Town. I am here with my beautiful wife, Kelly, as Shane likes to imitate me saying. We're just getting settled in here. We've been on work calls. We didn't just wake up, even though I probably looked like it.
No, I was on work calls.
We're on work calls, and Cousin Tony just delivered some Del Taco treats. So that's breakfast. And these are the glasses, the only glasses I could find. They look ridiculous. Shelly said, "Good morning, Rick and Kelly. Rick, you make this show gray. I choose you over Kelly's cousin every day." I make this show gray? Great or gray? Thank you for choosing me.
I just want to show you guys really quick.
Yeah.
So I've been trying out this Trini. I've showed you guys this Trini London stuff. This enzyme balm cleanser it's awesome. I used it all, but I love this stuff.
Trini London.
I just started you know how to like to know it. I just started my person that's doing my
Social
TikTok,
media.
my social media.
Mm-hmm.
She got on. It's called Shop My. It's on my link tree. So
Shop My.
So if you guys go onto my link and you guys can shop whatever you guys want on this. So
it's in the show description.
Yeah.
The link to Kelly's Shop My. It's all her favorite stuff.
It's all my favorite stuff. So I had this. I love this product.
Thank you, Nicole.
This is my cleanser. It's but I use all of that Trini London and it's AM PM. I love that enzyme cleanser. But I also like this is cosmetic. I showed you. It's on my Shop My too. And it's honey. And it's like antibacterial and it's hydrating. I do love this stuff so much. And Jeff Lewis gave me Wise Beauty, Molly Sims stuff. And I like it. I tried it.
Yeah.
This is exfoliating stuff. This is cool. Apply a quarter size amount on damp skin and massage light.
And what does that do?
Exfoliating gel.
Oh.
She got into, here, look. She got into Sephora.
That's amazing.
Molly Sims.
That's good for her. I hope you find true love too, Vicky.
You'll find it. It's a number.
Robin loves the hair. This is
anyway,
all
this is the exfoliating stuff. I'm just putting it on so I could show you. I'm gonna go wipe this off. Oh yeah.
Oh, Laura said, "Don't eat the Del Taco. He's poisoning you because supposedly he doesn't like you, like everybody says." Tony loves me, and I love Tony.
The Del Taco. That's so funny.
Yeah.
How'd they know we had Del Taco?
I told him. I showed it to him. My breakfast.
Okay, so we're gonna call my dad.
Oh yeah, it's Frank's birthday today.
He just called me. So let's say happy birthday to my dad.
Okay.
He's gonna say hello, my daughter line.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Frank. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Got 5 more wrinkles on my nalgas.
You don't have any wrinkles.
On your nalgas.
What does that mean?
Nalgas means your butt.
Oh.
Spanish.
You have wrinkles on your butt? Ew. What's happening, Daddy-O?
Oh, nothing much. And just
Did you get my gifts?
I sure did. another stretch mark on my waist.
Oh,
What was it? Was it good?
Oh yeah, I had to love those peanuts with the frosting around it. You get like 3 different kinds. Those are really good.
Okay. All right. I'm doing a live on YouTube right now, but I want to tell you I love you and happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
How old are you now? 82?
82 with
whoa!
83.
Dang.
You're 82.
82. 41 from the waist up and 41 from the waist down.
That's how we
That's
like.
it.
That's what we like to hear.
That's great,
Good for
Dad.
you.
Good for you.
How you guys doing?
I'm good. I'm on the live right now on YouTube. So I'll talk
Oh
to you.
yeah, I love that film you sent with the rocket. That was really neat.
Oh, the rocket?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you guys are lucky that you got to see that.
It was really cool.
I know it was amazing.
All right.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your day, Frank.
Enjoy your day, Dad.
This is your day.
You enjoy your.
I'm glad that you had you got the goodies.
Okay, thank you. I love you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Love you too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Billy, I am relieved that I'm not there. I used to travel to Israel all the time. I've been there 14 times. 14 times, often during times of war or terror attacks. And it's a relief to not have to go. I'm glad we have a great correspondent there, Zach Anders for Newsmax. He's doing a terrific job. And, I watch him and I think that was me, back in the day. And it's intense. You have incoming and it's not easy, but he's doing a great job.
So
and
anyway,
I'm glad to be here.
I do like her extremely rich moisturizer. I do like it because it's so dry out here. You want to try it?
Sure.
Should I wash your face? Or just want it on?
Well,
Should I do it? You want to feel it just real quick? I'll put
just
it
do
on.
one little spot.
I just want you to see real quick.
Okay.
I do like emollient rich. So let's just do this side right here. Let's just do one side of your face.
Is that moisturizer?
It's extremely rich
Oh,
moisturizer.
I like when you put stuff on me.
Okay. What side feels better?
The side you just touched. This side you were lovingly caressing with your hand feels better than the other side.
So I got to take my re-kick and my reform. I'm telling you.
Pam said, I love that honey cleanser. I'll put it on and keep it on for 20 minutes.
I do
My
that
face is
too.
glowing.
I do that too. On that, you guys can get all my products on my link tree.
You want some magnesium?
My link tree. So magnesium. So
SOULLIFE.
Jolie.
SOULLIFE, baby. This is also in our link tree in our
I have a
show
story.
description.
I have a story.
It's amazing. Yes, ma'am.
Julie calls me from work. Who was it? Like on Sunday?
Last week?
Last Sunday? I think she called me. She was working.
I want to say it was Friday night.
And she calls me after work and she starts bawling, crying, like hysterically crying. She said her chef that she's worked with since she was 16 years old is like a Hispanic. And I guess down in Santa Ana, they were doing stops for, I guess, just like she said that she was by Mater Dei where she went to high school. And he was sitting in a parking lot at a grocery store. And she said that ICE came and started like knocking on his door and asking him for his ID and papers and everything. And she was so upset.
Jolie was crying.
I mean, she was crying,
Yeah, she was crying.
hysterical. And she was like, these people are just here to make a
living.
And they want to just better their lives for them and their children. And he's been working. He's an honest man. And she was like shooken up, and she got home. I go, okay, go into my cabinet right now and get some magnesium. Magnesium. This is the best magnesium.
It is.
And
It's all natural.
she goes, "What is that gonna do?" And I go, "It calms
Vegan.
your nerves.
It is.
It
does
calms your
It
nerves.
does. It helps you sleep. Actually, it's a great
That's what
sleep aid.
magnesium does.
But
It
it's
calms
also
your nerves."
really important to get your minerals that you're not getting from the food you eat, just like vitamins, minerals. That's why we talk about it, because we legit take it, and it's made a difference in our lives. But I do want to read this one comment from Nick M. Florida in the house. My hubby and I love your Newsmax show. Rick, from one gal to another. Oh, Rick, from one gal to another. Kelly, you are gorgeous.
Oh, not right now, but thank you, Nicole.
Yeah, you are.
I don't have any makeup on.
Oh, so I said in the thing that we were going to talk about the Karen Reed trial.
Oh my God, I watched it again.
The documentary.
I watched the documentary again 2 nights ago with Tony.
Yeah, we only saw the first episode. I think there were
There was
4.
but I fell asleep as usual.
Yeah.
As soon as I watched something, I fell asleep.
But yeah, go ahead.
I caught things that I didn't catch the first time
Mhm.
watching it again.
Me too. A lot of stuff.
A lot.
I caught a lot of stuff, and you fell asleep. I kept watching. I watched another one. There's so much there. There's so much.
I don't
in my
think she
mind,
did it.
reasonable doubt. Just reasonable doubt, which is all a jury should need to find a not guilty verdict. So many strange things that went on there. And let's just talk about the dog for a minute, because the victim's injuries, when they found him, did not look like he was in a car crash. And everyone said that. All the experts, they didn't even see the wounds apparently that night because he was wearing a long sleeve shirt. But as soon as I saw the picture, and I had forgotten about it, the picture of his arm, I said, that doesn't look like a car crash. It looks like he was attacked by a dog or something. And you said that he was, or that was the theory.
That
right?
was the theory. Yeah. It looked like a dog attack on his arm.
Deep scratches all up and down his arm. And as it turns out, the guy whose home he, according to Karen Reed, went into that night, that guy had a big, badass German Shepherd.
Yes.
And according to Karen
German-
Reed,
yeah.
she went in the house. He went in the house, and she waited outside for him for 5 or 10 minutes. Like, where is this guy? And I said to Kelly, why didn't she just go in? But she didn't. She said she left.
Do you think if she would have went in, let's just say hypothetically, they did kill the guy, the people in the house, okay?
Would she have been killed too?
Would she have been killed too?
If he was already dead or badly beaten, then that's a very good question. We don't know what would have happened to her. But the story is that he went in there, they got into a fight, and they beat him. And they said when they found his body, it
When
looked
they
like he'd been
probably
beaten.
got in a fight, when they probably got in a fight, the dog probably attacked
And the
him.
dog, yes, that's what I was thinking. The dog attacked him. So there's that. And then there's this other set of witnesses. There's a couple who pulled up when Karen Reed was sitting in front of their house with the car idling. And we didn't hear that. The story from the prosecution was they got in a fight. She backed into him and took off. But her story was she never backed into him. He went in the house, and she was sitting there for a few minutes waiting for him. So this other couple testified at the first trial that they pulled up, saw her in the car, and they thought she was alone. They sat there for a minute, and then they left. They never saw him. They never saw him go in or come out. They never saw her get out of the car. They never saw her, but they saw her sitting in the car.
No, you missed a big key point just now.
What?
The dog is gone.
Oh, right. So the dog, the owner of the dog, 3 months later, a few months later, oh, I gave it to another family. And it's gone. So what happened to the dog? Now they can't. Do we know where the dog is? Did they try to find the dog? Is the dog gone forever? Because the dog might have
Well,
been
it's not
killed.
like the dog. It's not like the dog can speak and tell
No,
you
but
exactly what happened.
they could check the wounds against the dog's teeth. They have sophisticated technology where they can determine whether or not that dog may likely have been the one to give him the marks on his arms.
Oh wow!
And the guy was a cop, so he knew. He knew if the dog was involved that he needed to get rid of that dog. There were just so many little things like that that I saw when we watched it the second time. And I have admittedly not been following this current trial. I know many of you have.
I wish everybody could come on here and was Cooper on here? Coop?
He was, yeah.
Hey, Coop.
We got another tip. I just wanted to check real
Aw,
quick.
thank you.
Happy
Allison.
birthday, Frank, and to my awesomeness awesome some son and love. Trevor, who's 31 today, and the best hubby to my daughter and best daddy to my grandbabies. Love you, Rick Kelly. Thank you. Happy birthday, Trevor, 31 today.
Wow. That's awesome.
Instead of son-in-law, she said son-in-love. That's so nice.
That's so
Happy birthday,
nice.
Trevor. So wait, I want to just see if anyone's giving us some Karen Reed comments here, because
Yeah, who's watching the
I don't like the judge. Someone said
I don't like the judge. What up?
John's arms looked exactly like my dog bites I got last year.
Oh, that's
So-
right. Billy, she's one of our patrons. She does that. She got bit by one of her dog's neighbors. She
Wow.
lives in a community.
One of her neighbor's dogs.
One of her neighbors
Not one
dogs,
of her dog's neighbors.
or whatever. I say everything backwards.
But look, they rehomed the dog, remodeled their basement, and then sold their house. Okay, well, people do stuff like that, but there's a lot here.
They rehomed the dog. Where they rehome the dog? Why can't they find the dog then?
Why did the wife do a search for how long does it take to die in the cold at 2:30 in the morning, 3 hours before the body was found?
Okay, let's see who else somebody said. I truly believe she is not guilty. The police in this situation, awesome, corrupt,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I think the same way, Tina.
There's so much reasonable doubt, it's ridiculous. It should have been thrown out. So yesterday I saw the headline that the jury had come back to the judge and said, if we found him not guilty on two of the three counts, what about the third count? What if we can't come to a verdict on the third count? And that was an obvious sign that they were ready to acquit her on two of the three counts.
Good morning, Robin and Tina. Thanks, Stacy.
Wait, hold on. Right
Allison. Okay, what
here.
else?
I watched that right
Wait,
there. Click
wait.
on that.
I can't. Okay, let's see.
I watched that documentary. I got to watch it again. Like you're saying, you missed stuff about, I think she's a whack. She
What did
might
you think
be.
of that Karen Reed, Tony?
The dog was a retired police dog. They're trained to attack.
You think she's a wacko? You said a wacko?
Karen and John had arguments. That's why she left. But her voicemails, I mean, she was leaving him voicemails, text messages and voicemails like, F you. Well, what's your problem? I can't believe I'm so mad, like on and on and on. And then the other thing was all these witnesses were testifying that she said, I hit him. And then her lawyer goes, how come in none of these witness statements to police that day, that morning, that day, no one ever said, she said, I hit him. There's no video of her saying it, and all the camera shots, all the police cams, body cams, but there is video of her saying, is he dead? Is he dead? So they, in their minds, these witnesses either changed is he dead to I hit him, or someone told them to say, she said, I hit him.
Look at this.
Hi, Rick. I was able to create a profile for Fan Social, but when I went to click on this page to set up Coffee with Kelly, it took me back to the home page where everyone else is. Help. That's weird, Archie B. I'm sorry about that.
I would love to have coffee with you. That's
Yeah.
so nice.
I'm in the middle of emails, Archie, with the person who runs that site. So I'm going to check on that. And if you want to shoot us an email, you can. And we can discuss further. I can let you know when they set it back up. But I believe the email link is in our show description. It's rickkellybiz@gmail.com. Karen seen John's body covered in snow. Nobody else seen body. Yeah, I saw that. And it could have been that she just glanced over and there was a way to see it for a second and she saw it. I don't know. I don't know about that.
I think she is getting framed too. I do. I think just like you, Joy.
She's being framed. Well, that's the theory. That's the theory that she was being framed. That these are a bunch of cops and they kill one of their own and then they conspired to cover it up. All these people in the house, they were all connected. The cops who were arriving on scene were connected. They all knew each other. Small town.
Very smart. Everyone's saying they have pig DNA in the thing.
And it could have been pig ear treats. That was in the documentary, actually. They mentioned that.
Really?
Yes. Everyone was like, well, why is it a pig? Well, because the dogs eat pig treats.
They do. I used to buy those pig ears.
Documentaries are skewed to Marge. I agree with you. And this was her
documentary. This was for on her side.
story. She's like, I can't do it in court. I want to do it here. This is my chance to tell my story, what really happened. And if you believe her, then you're going to believe what really happened. And she was forthcoming on all this stuff. She didn't have a choice really because of all the evidence, but she was forthcoming about it, about what she said, the nastiness of the messages, the drinking. They would all get hammered all the time and drive home. She was like, that's what they did.
Yeah, she's like, that's what we do in this town. We get drunk and we drive.
Yeah.
Like what?
No, she never said that she was the best person on earth. I will say this though, Karen Reed looks older than a 70-year-old woman.
She's exactly my age. She was born in 1975.
Getting rid of the dog is sus.
I agree.
Karen blacked out. Karen told her dad she hit something.
I sent this video to Vicky Gunvalson. Hey, it's 696 people here. Can you push likes, please?
Please hit like
our thing
and subscribe. Navy Wife Allison does not like the judge.
I'll send you a link.
Karen never said she hit John. Witnesses said she hit John, but there's no evidence of that actually happening. That's my understanding. That there's no video evidence of her saying that. And the other thing that I forgot about in the documentary is they have surveillance footage or camera footage from inside the bay, where the police garage where her vehicle was parked. Remember this?
Yeah.
Or you may have fallen asleep.
No.
And they have video of the cops spending a lot of time around that rear tail light. And you can't see it because it's on the other side of the camera. But they spent a lot of time at that rear tail light, and then the guy leaves. And miraculously, a day after they search the scene, the next day they start finding pieces of the tail light at the scene. Now there was snow on the ground, but they have video of a guy with a blower blowing the snow looking for evidence. And if there were pieces of this, tail light, 50 of them littered all over the snow, they should have found them that night. And if they didn't put down crime scene tape. They didn't isolate the people in the house and interview them separately. There were so many things that were mishandled during that investigation.
Who did they give the dog to?
I don't know.
So everyone says that someone compared John's dog bite to the dog bites from.
Oh, let's bring it back to reality TV, shall we?
Oh, I want to show you.
Speaking of which, groundswell of support for the return of misspelled return.
Okay, somebody sent me this, and I sent this to Vicky, and goes, "Oh my God, I look so young." But I want to show you this really quick because it's kind of good.
You cheated on your wife. You know what? Don't talk to me about cheating. Weren't you cheating on your husband? I'll never forget the story. Hearing about a girl making out with her affair in front of their neighbors.
Was that owl? Wait, no, there was more. Wait, hold on. Oh, and then hold on.
I don't have an alcoholic problem because I've been to AA classes and I don't have a drinking problem.
You went to AA?
Yes, I did.
And did you go because you thought you had a drinking problem?
No, I had to go for a court order. I don't have an alcoholic problem because I've been to AA classes and I don't.
I said, I don't think that he's good for you. I don't know what's good for me. That's my opinion. Don't you get it? Why can't anybody have an opinion but you?
And I
Do you not? I said, I'm so sorry that I gave you the fucking bathroom before I needed it. Can we just? Wow. No. Girl, maybe you need some hormones or something for your body. You are me for these lines, you fucking bitch. Get out of my table. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Darling, I will. Without you at my table.
Yeah. That's Shauna.
I'm sorry.
Right. I want to say there's more.
Where's
This is-
this for?
Wait, hold on.
We'll,
Don't-
put it,
let
we'll,
me
put it,
just-
we'll put it on
We're
our
gonna-
on our Patreon.
Yes, we're going to do it on this week's Patreon. We're going to play the full highlight reel, which is like all Kelly, and it
And
wasn't.
and Vicky.
And Vicky.
Vicky's so good. I don't care if you guys like her or not. She's good TV.
But this is going to be the best segment we've done, I think, on our Rick and Kelly show on Patreon yet, because we're going to play it there. We're going to stop it, and we're going to have Kelly give the backstory on each and every one of those incredibly memorable scenes. That's going to be on this week's Rick and Kelly show on Patreon. I'm going to
I don't
interview
think there's
Kelly.
been scenes like that since.
I'm going to interview Kelly about what led up to it, what her thought process was, if she can remember it, all these different times. But all the comments on that post were about how you are the highlights of that show, and the show
Vicky
needs
too,
you back.
Vicky too.
Vicky's an outstanding.
Vicky's, I don't know if you guys, I'm telling you, she is good TV and she's hilarious.
Well, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about that we'll talk about on Patreon is there are so many scenes of you and Vicky like this.
Oh yeah.
But you should see these two together now. Like they are buds. They are tight. And I just want to get a little deeper on that with you on Patreon, the Rick and Kelly show on Patreon, about how you're able to maintain a friendship with this person, what the genesis of that was.
Well, I never thought I was going to have a friendship with Shannon Bedore. And, we were tight too. I mean, we're not tight anymore, but we were tight.
This week on the Rick and Kelly
John
show.
Jansen's side over us.
Yeah.
So look how that worked out for her.
This week on the Rick and Kelly show on Patreon. We hope you guys will subscribe. You only have, if you want to try it out for a month, just try it out for a month. You can try it out for $5. If you want to join our weekly Zoom calls, that's you'd be a party or a VIP patron, but try it out. We have 196 episodes. We're also interviewing a former FBI agent who has very deep knowledge on a lot of the stuff that's going on around the world and across America right now. And we're going to talk to him about all of that and some other really cool stuff that we're going to throw in there. We do it every week on Patreon. So we hope you'll join us there. I can't wait to do that with you, to break down all the best moments from RHOC. Are you doing your make now? I take this every day.
I do too.
The lean. I take 2 leans, and I take my Fit powder in water.
My girlfriend is teaching Pilates here, my friend Kim Church. And she took me yesterday to do a mat class. So we go and we're all done with the mat class because she has to do so many hours of this. I mean, it's gnarly getting your Pilates. Who thought it would be that hard to get your license? I have a whole different respect for.
It was like 500 hours, right, of training.
Of training.
Where was that, Karen? It was that on Netflix?
Yes.
I think it's on Netflix.
No, it's on Max.
Oh, on Max. Max.
So we watched it again.
Yeah. So your Pilates workout is also going to be on our Rick and Kelly show this week. We have to show a little clip of the workout, and maybe people can, sort of craft their own home workout from it. No.
Yeah. I did a little bit of the Cadillac. Anyways, she goes and she says, "Let's stop off at Cactus Jack's for a drink." I go, "We just worked out." I'm like taking 2 steps forward and then like 5 steps back. She's like, "Oh no, let's just go to Cactus Jack's." And I'm like, "Okay, Cactus Jack." And I go, "Okay, let's go." Dude, I asked for just a vodka soda, because I had to be like gluten-free and stuff. They gave me a pour that was this. It was like, I've never had anything like that. I didn't have to buy it. So I had like all these old guys following me on Instagram because I'm losing followers. And I'm like, and I was getting them on.
Oh, really? She's surrounded by a bunch of very horny old men in the bar. She's like, "I could totally get a husband if you weren't here. I could totally get a husband. I could hook it up. You don't even know." Like, yeah, actually, I do know.
Old guys. Like,
yeah, that's what you
my
want,
dad's
right?
age.
You want an old guy with money. You spend a few years with him, he kicks, and then you're on easy street.
Dude, that's my friends right now. All their husbands are dying. My friend Helena, her husband died, and
she should have done that before she met me, which she should have done. Then I wouldn't have to work this
She's
hard.
sitting pretty now. She's at San Tropez for a month.
I just want to say, Linda, there's a lot of speculation on why they might have killed him, why the fight may have started, whether he was involved with one of the. Sorry about that. There was speculation about whether he was involved with a wife or a girlfriend, or there was just a fight. They were drinking. They were drinking, and things got out of hand, apparently, because he got beat bad, and I don't know what all went down, but eventually, at some point, he winds up in the snow.
I don't. Yeah, that.
They said he had a laceration on his eye. He had all this, but he had none of the injuries looked like a car, like he was hit by a car.
Mita.
And if she hit him with her little corner of the
What kind of
tail
height is
light, you think that's going to kill him? Or if that's going to knock him out, and then he just lies there in the snow the whole time? Well, then explain all the dog bites, explain all the other injuries to his body that don't match him being hit by a tail light. I mean, the tail light could have been broken by anything. Yes, body in the snow.
That's what it's called?
It's called Body in the Snow, Karen Reed's story or something like that, I think. Yeah.
On Skidamax.
Julie said,
ballistics expert hired. To do
Oh,
the
yeah.
test.
why is our internet cutting out?
You know what I'm talking about?
Would you say they hired an expert?
They hired an expert, defense hired an expert witness.
Oh, Tony's right here. Okay, Tony.
There's
So
a
defense hired an expert witness that came out, a ballistics company with 2 PhDs that came out and testified that they created a cannon to fire a drink glass, same one that's at the bar, through a cannon at a taillight assembly. So they went and purchased the same taillight assembly as the one in the car, by several, and fired the cannon at it. And it took 37 miles an hour to get to shower the way it did, and it wasn't fast enough to fracture a skull. So they recreated the cannon, slow motion, high speed photography. You see the glass, hit the thing, create the fragments,
and why is that significant?
because it couldn't have been thrown hard enough to fracture his skull.
But so you're saying that the guy had a drink in his hand and he threw it at her as she was leaving
No.
and broke her taillight.
What I'm saying is, all we know is the taillight wasn't broken from his head,
Okay.
and it wasn't fast enough to fracture his skull.
Right.
But a bar glass at that speed is.
Okay.
That was
Thank
what we
you.
testified to.
There is just so much reasonable doubt, no
Yeah,
matter
right.
how you cut it.
Yeah.
How does this even how is there even
That's reasonable doubt to me,
deliberations?
at least on that charge.
I think what makes it more difficult for people to give her the benefit of the doubt is that there's so much there that shows her not being a nice person, and all the nasty text messages and the angry stuff and the FUs and all that.
I've done that to Michael Dodd a million times. Doesn't mean I'm going to go kill the guy.
That's funny. How come this didn't work? I lost my glasses between here, there, and there. My glasses either fell off or I put them down somewhere and I cannot find them. So these are the backups.
You need to you know what you need to do? You need to get contacts. Dickie and
No,
Mike got
because
contacts.
I've talked to somebody about that. I see great at distance. It's only for reading.
Yeah, you
close.
can just get contacts for reading.
But then I'll lose my long vision.
No, you won't. Ask everybody here. Is that true? Can someone help us out here with this
If that's-
argument
If
right
that's
now?
true,
Please.
I also need to get my eyes checked because there's a company that wants to give
Rick,
me
I lose glasses all the time.
Thank you. That's why I
Is
keep buying them at
Cousin
Costco.
Tony married. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
his wife Rebecca's here.
Mhm.
If not, is he here? Oh, they left. That's so funny.
It went. I
How
told
does he feel
my
about
light is
Canadian
out.
women? He loves Canadian women.
Wait, is that little light that we got at the thing for there?
I think I have another bulb for that.
I-
After this, don't let me forget, I'll get the step stool. I'll unscrew that. It's a glass ball. And remember we went there
Yeah.
to get them. And I think
think
I got two.
I think they're
And it was right over there.
okay. We'll see.
Okay. Tamara said I lose literally everything.
Somebody say
Rick
no
got LASIK.
contacts won't work. Well, what?
See? Put your glasses on a chain around your. Thanks, Bernie. That's a good look. I mean, I'm already feeling old, and I don't wear glasses around my neck. How's that look?
That's funny.
So we have another busy day ahead of us here.
Oh my God. They said there's a new surgery. So it's $10,000.
$5,000 per eye. Well, perhaps I can get a
lens.
Hey, Tony, do you like Canadian women?
Somebody asked.
They're
if
like
you're married.
Canadian women.
Yeah, somebody said you're hot.
Well, thank you. I don't think it matters your nationality. I just think it's the person. There's beautiful women in every nationality. But thank you.
Is beauty the only thing you care about?
Well, she said you like Canadian women. I know one Canadian woman fairly well, a friend of mine, Joelle, which we just met in Puerto Vallarta, who now is our good friend in Palm Springs. So, yeah, to that extent.
No, I asked you what you value in a woman. What's your first?
That wasn't your question. You said, do you like Canadian women?
No, okay, but I asked you another question. You weren't listening.
What do I value?
What are your most important characteristics you look for in a woman?
The character.
Yeah.
Person's character.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Trust, want to be with. Doesn't matter how good you look or what you are. If you have bad character, it's just no bueno.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Oh, really? It doesn't matter if you get 100, 250 pounds? It wouldn't matter?
No, I said it doesn't matter what you look like. If you're a person of bad character, there's no reason why.
But if she's good character
Okay,
and she
good
weighs
character.
Well, I
250,
mean, you want somebody that's got a decent character. I mean, you marry the people that you date, right? You don't get marry somebody you haven't dated. So obviously, yeah, she needs to be physically your type, whatever you're attracted to.
what about intelligence?
Yeah. That can be traded off with a few other things, but yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for a rocket scientist.
So my friend called,
my
friend, I'm not going to name names. My friend just called me.
Yeah.
Wait, listen to this. Tony, let me ask you if you would get mad. If Rebecca got an apartment and didn't tell you.
My wife?
Yeah. Would you be mad?
Should be fired.
Should be fired.
Yeah.
Well, my friend.
There's no point talking about it.
Well, that's exactly what
he
happened.
did.
There's no discussion.
Our friend found out they were having some issues, and then he was like, well, what are we going to do? Where are we going to live? And she goes, well, I already have an apartment. And he goes, what? He goes, yeah,
I've had it since August.
I already have an apartment. And she had it for like 6 months prior to that conversation. And he said there was no furniture in it.
Yeah. I'm like, what is she doing? Like, is she bringing a guy back to like?
And he said there was no bed.
There's a hookup pad.
There's
It's a
no
hookup.
furniture in it.
I would think it would be a hookup pad.
Kelly goes, if you had an apartment and I found out you had an apartment, I'll be like, yeah, honey, I have this apartment. It's not a big deal. I got an apartment. It's for us later.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, Tony has 3 kids. Tony is married and he has 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Be careful with that. Without though.
Very gentle. Okay, he's doing the light. That's what I was going to do. But Tony can do it. There he is.
You're not going to find it. It's a specialty.
But I think I have one.
Just I do it because I have another one, I think.
See? All right, hold on. Let me see.
That's an automotive?
RV.
I can get these at AutoZone?
Probably, yeah. There's a part number on it.
That's a Kelly Wessler light right there. Just in case.
It's a pretty light.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
there was an apartment.
Yeah, get an
She's
apartment.
got more than one foot out the door already. Bro, you're
She
late.
had one
You're-
foot out the door.
you're
That girl
late.
was smart.
Are you going
to run an errand anyway?
I'm going to 2 guys.
They would be
Can you go
fired.
get a couple of those?
Tony's birthday is September 18th,
Give it to him.
17th.
Get a couple of them, all right?
I'll
I'll
pay
pay
you
you back.
Tony's birthday is September 17th, 1965. He's old as mold.
No, I am.
And we used to rage when I was at ASU. We would come home, and my grandma had a cattle ranch up in St. John's, Arizona. It had, how many acres was that cattle ranch Nana had?
Oh, there was deeded federal, state, and privately deeded land altogether. I think that section was part 40,000 acres.
40,000 acres.
1,000 acres.
That's how much land my grandma had.
Well, no, it's deeded land, state land that you leave, and federal land. and
Deeded
checkerboard.
state and federal.
So you have to get the grazing rights. You know what I mean?
He had to have mineral rights.
No, you have to.
She had water rights.
No, that's all-
BLM,
Yeah.
Bureau of Land Management.
Yeah. Thank you for spelling that out.
You have to lease the water, the grazing rights around you from state and federal separately. and that gives you one piece of land.
Wait, hold on. Breaking news, Tony. Linda said, "Can Tony come to my house? I need work done, and he's cute." LOL.
My wife would probably sell me out for sure for money.
You got a whole
Go
side
make it work.
hustle ahead of you, bro.
Go make it work.
You got a whole side hustle. Inventor of LASIK wears glasses. He has stated that he chose not to undergo LASIK surgery himself because he was concerned about potential
I had
complications.
LASIK when I was 28 years old.
That's very interesting.
28 years old. I got it. Now I'm turning 50, and now I'm at a 1. Well, who's that?
You worry about it. Hey there.
You got an apartment now?
Hello, it's Rick.
Got an apartment
Wait, hold
now?
on. Sorry. Hello, it's Rick. Oh. Yes. Hi.
Who is that? Okay. Did Tony live in Santa Clarita? Yes, he did. He lived in Bueno Estates, right on that huge, where all those big, huge houses are on the mountain. That's where he lived, off Lyons Avenue. How did you know that?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to call you back. Okay, in the middle of something. I'll call you back. Thanks.
Who was that?
The doctor's office that I called yesterday. They wanted some insurance information.
Your story yesterday about getting poop on your finger was so funny yesterday.
Oh, we got a
so
tip.
relatable. Oh yeah, we got a tip.
What do you have on your finger?
Talking about on my story.
Thank you, Kelly.
Talking about poop.
Kelly. Oh, poop on the finger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Poop on the finger. Because
Thank you.
Frane's hair is so long that he said it has gotten in the way more than once. That's why that story came up.
So did you,
Husband's family had over 100,000 acres in Wyoming. We still have mineral rights. Wow, you guys must be crushing it.
My grandma-
100,000 acres.
my grandma had Texaco oil on there, at least her land. That's my grandma was living large.
We are loving being here, Wendy. The only issue is it's 100. It was 113 yesterday, 115 the day before. I think it's going to be 112 today, and it's a little tough to play pickleball in that kind of heat.
It's hard to even walk outside.
It is. It's like being inside an oven if you haven't experienced it. I mean, legit 112 to 115. I did shovel some rocks the other morning before it got too hot. But I do love being here, and I don't mind even at this hot. I don't mind. It's 73 in Newport.
I'm gonna clean
now.
outside. It's so dirty back there.
But this is the current temperature in Palm Desert, and it's 9 something in the morning. It's already 103.
If you guys could go to my shop,
Today, 114.
today, and try to get yourself some Wise Beauty products.
Yes, highly recommend going on Kelly's shop. It's in the show description. She puts all
I
her
wonder
favorite
what's
stuff in there.
better. Let's do a little comparison. Actually,
Oh, okay. Did Tony live in Santa Clarita? I
Yes.
lived there for 22 years. He's
Yes.
Debbie, you remember him from there?
do you remember
I
him,
bet
Debbie?
you do.
I bet you
I
remember
bet you
him.
do. He was
He was
out and about in
Yeah.
Santa Clarita.
he got around like a record over there. He was like the village bicycle. Everyone got a ride.
Candy says he gives West Coast skateboarder vibes.
At 60 years old. Okay, here is
We are happy, Robin.
Let's
Thank
see.
you. Would love being out here. It's like being on vacation, even when it's 112 degrees.
I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna see. So I have Wise Beauty and
Oh my God.
Leaf Bud. What?
I don't even know if I should put that back up. It's
What did
very
I say?
risque. Look, read it right there. My brother-in-law got his D.
Stopped by Michelle Post on Saturday at Javier's.
Is that? I don't even think that can't be true.
I believe it's all she talks about.
Really?
Ask any of my friends that know her. That's all she talks about. Is she says she gives the best ones.
Oh, well, I
She
would.
says. Okay. Now I want to try this one.
Oh God, this is terrible.
What? What did he say?
On April 1st, 2019, Jessica Starr, popular Detroit meteorologist, killed herself 8 weeks after undergoing corrective laser
Yes,
eye surgery.
I know.
I've heard about that
I've heard
happening.
about that too.
Yeah.
That it screws people up.
See, and
I got it done when I was 20 years old. I swear by it.
I'm not doing it.
I swear by LASIK. They have it perfected. Maybe she had something else going. I lived in Santa Clarita. Oh my gosh, was that in the late 90s?
Sandra likes my hair.
No, Tony just got divorced like 5 years ago, and he moved out of Santa Clarita and went to Newport Beach to be close to me.
No, they're not really after me. I was kidding, Kaylee.
Shop my updated. Okay, she said, tell your audience
Not yet.
glasses and makeup is on there on my shop mine. I have this girl.
Glasses? Oh, your sunglasses.
No, these.
Oh, those glasses are on there? Kelly, do you read your DMs? Just curious. She has hundreds of unread DMs.
On my Instagram.
Hundreds of unread.
Yeah, I do when I can sit down. I mean, it's even hard for me to read my DMs. I do read DMs, but not only when I'm bored.
Yeah.
And usually it's when I can sit down.
Okay, Kayla, you're getting a little too graphic here. We don't want this kind of stuff on there. I don't know what your point is or why you're doing that, but this is why we have the timeout button. When she starts getting graphic like that, it's not necessary.
I like graphic.
Well, I just put her in timeout.
Why?
Because she's writing stuff that's like it's X-rated. It's not gonna.
I
It's
like
not-
X-rated. Maybe we get our views up.
Well, maybe we should do an X-rated version of this. If you like X-rated so much,
What
I'll show you
are each of
X-rated.
your body counts, including Tony? What does that mean? Right here. What does that mean?
This is the one who keeps writing nasty stuff.
I thought you put her in timeout.
Well, this must be before. Oh, she said that. That's nice. Buzz cut. I have dry eyes now after doing my eye surgery. How's your vision?
Yeah, Tony lost a lot of weight. He did.
Did he?
I thought he lost a lot of weight. He was remember I called him fat? And he
Yes.
got in shape.
By the way, Kelly's family has always been like that. If they thought Kelly was fat, they would call Kelly fat.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just- right to her
My
face.
uncles and everything. It's no wonder why I'm effed up, because I had a mean family.
Yeah. Yeah. See, everyone's saying too much Kaylee. And then Billy said, we can handle it, Rick.
Santa Clarita was too busy for me. I live in a 2.5 acre ranch now.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Santa Clarita was busy for you? Oh my God. My mom used to ship me off to my aunt's house.
Come on, Rick. Don't be a square, Christy Dean said.
And it's funny.
Someone has to police this stuff.
Yeah, X-rated, yeah, gang. See?
Well, now that we know what people want.
Yes, we like X-rated.
All right. Well, let's get to it.
Kelly, a question for you.
Yes.
I bought that face tool. You keep using your face with the red light. Is it normal that it stings or gives you a shock? It hurts me. Is that
It shouldn't
normal?
hurt. No, it's not normal.
No,
Nothing should hurt like that.
no,
No.
Doesn't hurt. But
See,
shocking.
Linda said, I like that you police it, Rick.
See, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Sorry.
That is so true. So once again, I mentioned the Rick and Kelly show on Patreon. We hope you'll join us. Just try it out this week. Kelly's going to break down her most memorable, most wild, crazy moments from the Real Housewives of Orange County. And everyone in the comments was saying, we need Kelly back. We need Kelly. We miss Kelly. Kelly was the show. All of these highlights are Kelly because Kelly
No,
was the
a lot
best
of them
thing.
are Vicky too. Most of them are Vicky
Well,
and me
What I
and
saw.
Shannon.
Well, they love you and they miss you for good reason. You were the best thing about
Hell,
that
a lot
show.
better than freaking Heather Dubrow. I can tell you that much. What is she doing? I mean, I can't with that.
Well, we're
And
planning.
Tamara. Oh,
We are planning to watch. We didn't watch all last season, not a bit of it. We're planning to watch this season's Real Housewives of Orange County, and that we will also break down on Patreon. We're going to do it on Patreon from now on because then we can show highlights if we want without being, slammed by NBC Universal, and we can say whatever we want without offending someone on YouTube. So, the Rick and Kelly show on Patreon.com. Kelly
Right.
did add a lot to the show.
oh, thanks.
I want to watch.
I can
until
tell
Kelly
you,
back.
I can
Oh,
tell you,
Okay.
they're both good.
I think we need to leave it there because I have work to do, and we have to go to Costco. We
I
gotta
got.
get some
I
stuff
want to
over.
clean the out front too. I want to.
I did hose off last night.
You did?
Yes, I
Good for
did.
you.
Hot out there. Hoping you guys have a smash-tastic day, and we will be back with another smash tomorrow. Not sure if it'll be live, probably not, but maybe we'll let you know. Subscribe now and hit the like button, please, and we'll see you tomorrow.
You guys, this is so good. This is so good. The salt. I carry it with me everywhere.